Okay.
Okay. Wait. Kasi kay Sara tayo natapos, 'di ba? Yung kanyang very very malalim na advice sa energy crisis. But before tayo pupunta kay Sara impeachment, kasi as we speak, papunta na tayo
Yes.
sa exciting part. Wait, Tatay Harry!
Ay,
Di mo alam!
hindi ko alam eh.
I-arrestuhin na siya ni
Nagtaga
Remulla!
Wala namang, meron
nakita ko,
na bang
pero-
Interpol?
Ito, sabi ni
Sabi niya,
ni
once
Remulla.
na ma-release
John
yung
Vic, oh.
magkaroon ng Interpol red notice, he will personally go.
Go.
Pag lumabas yung
Pag
red
lumabas.
notice.
Pero why would they even mention that if they're not going that
Ay,
direction?
why would Boying Remulla mention last December na may maraming makukulong ng Christmas kung wala?
Tsaka
Why would they say it in the
canceled
first
na yung
quarter?
passport ni Roque. So
Matagal
parang,
nang canceled yun eh. Oo. Pero ang problema nga, may mga syempre kaibigan yan in high places in the Philippine government, especially in Austria,
Tweety
di ba?
birds.
Kaya meron pa rin siyang lusot eh. Pero ngayon, mas important sa akin is ito si Sara. I mean, she keeps talking about a bloodbath. She keeps talking about wanting to defend herself. But given the opportunity to do so, tumatakbo palagi sa Sara's court, Supreme Court. Palaging ganun eh, di ba? Ano ba yan? I mean, ikaw, sinabi
Bakit?
mo na.
Tapos na
sabi
ako.
sabi mo, ikaw nagsabi
Indirect
na,
content, tama. May naka-Democles sword ang Supreme Court sa
oh,
akin.
paano yan? Richard,
No, but the Supreme Court did not entertain. Basically, sabi niya, okay, ano bang argumento tignan natin? So basically, they're keeping away from this, bro.
So, hindi sila
nagbigay ng
labas ng
TRO, but the Supreme Court did ask Congress
Yeah.
to submit a response to that petition. So, sa akin, bakit pa naghingi ng...
Nag-dignify.
Yeah, exactly.
Kasi yung indirect contempt sa amin, that binasura yan. I'm sorry. That was just ridiculous. They should
It
have-
is.
Sa amin,
But then again, okay.
Ingat na lang ako, yeah.
Yeah, pero so Richard, you don't want to comment on this? Is that what you're saying? On
No,
what-
I am commenting that maybe I don't want to comment, which is a comment in itself.
Wow, so it does
Yeah.
work, the chilling effect of filing cases against vloggers or citizenry that talks about the Supreme Court in a
Ang
manner
problema
that
ko kasi, bro, sa
that
dami
questions the
kong
integrity.
kalaban, sinisiquence ko yan. Mamaya ka dyan.
Pick your battles. Choose your battles, no?
Sequence your battles. Hindi pick eh. Lahat battle. Pero mamaya ka na. Dito muna ako. Tapos mamaya ka.
okay.
Ganun. So, it's just a compartmentalization strategy. No, but
Hindi, pero-
anong basa niyo? Well, the TRO didn't come. I think she was really hoping
Hindi,
for
para sa akin kasi ang problem ko, even without the TRO, is that they entertain the petition pa rin. 10-day notice 10 days. So that means within the next 2 weeks, kailangan sumagot ang Congress about the petition na final against them. So, what if ginawa nila itong petition and then they say, what if they submit nga a response and then Supreme Court says, itigil na nyo yan, ulit. Do you think the possibility of the Supreme Court actually stopping this impeachment again will happen?
There's always that possibility talaga. Pero syempre, nung last year, it caused an uproar talaga eh.
Oh.
Daming nagalit din. Yun nga, kaya nga umabot minsan dun sa mga ano eh. Pero, we'll see. Tingnan natin kung ano yung... Mahirap ang unahan kasi. Kasi...
No, but are you sensing panic in the DDS camp? Kasi I talked to Justice Carpio, I talked to a couple of people who know about, Supreme Court and all of that. I think they're cautiously optimistic na hindi na maganong Supreme, like this time, Sarah, you're on your own. Parang ganun.
I think na-realize din ng Supreme Court na people are not stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, na nakikita din ng taong bayan yung mga desisyon na ginagawa nila. And they know they made the wrong decision. So much so that when they came up with that motion for reconsideration the first time, they backtracked on their own
On some of
decision.
yeah.
Di ba? Doon ako nagulat na nag-backtrack sila. But they said, no. We are dismissing the motion for reconsideration. But, ito yung bago nating mga dinagdag na.
May modifications, yeah.
Na wala namang humingi. They made their own modifications. So, nakikita nila, we could be treading on dangerous ground here. Yeah, right now, nakalusot tayo. But to do it again, to act the way they did again, and one more time, baka the audience or the Filipino people will not be as forgiving this time.
But Chris, I mean, basically this goes down to yung money trail AMLA, di ba? Maano ba yung bank accounts ni Sara? I mean, are you optimistic in the coming days that will happen? Kasi, and will it be decisive sa
Okay.
Okay.
When it comes to the money trail kasi right now, hindi hiningi ng Kongreso yun eh. They didn't ask for the bank records. What they did is they asked for the SALN, They asked for the incorporations from the SEC, mga kumpanya nila.
Yeah.
And they asked for BIR, income tax returns. That's all they asked for.
But I
Now,
think they can do a petition for review to apply again for access to yung AMLA kasi kailangan na
Pero I think kaya darating sa Tuesday sila former Senator Trillanes.
Yeah, shortly after this episode.
They could give yung kanilang testimony about it, tapos tsaka siguro nila
Then it will be a basis.
Baka doon ibabase yung
Parang-
justification para ipasupina na yung
Correct.
mga bank record.
Pero what do you think about the opinion of former Supreme Court Justice Ascuna na sinabi niya na medyo baka bordering na on fishing expedition to be asking for more evidence as you're trying to submit this impeachment through the Committee on Justice for the plenary.
Ako, ang take ko dyan is, at the end of the day, if tingin mo talaga you will not have enough numbers later on to get a conviction, this really becomes just a political trial. So basically, points game na to. Hindi na to going for knockout. Because the complicating factor is, if si Remulla is gonna act upon yung sa kanya, sinabi niya yung mga ibang senador, matamaan na soon, what is the incentive of those senators who are already known to be sympathetic to a certain side to do the right thing? Should this go to medyo mahirap siya eh. Biglang, I can see many complicating factors. Kaya part of me feels, what if really the game plan here is expose political points, weaken, then bahala na. Because the legality of it, there will be a lot of complicating factors. Yun ang inisip ko eh. Like, what if that's the game plan now? Basically, plan B ng version.
Well, I mean, so you really
I could
believe...
be wrong,
Yeah,
but-
you really believe kasi, I think the people generally believe na hindi mako-convict si Sara Duterte by the
Parang
Senate
it's hard to see the numbers lining up. Yeah.
because of how they believe senators are politically aligned. So, ibig sabihin, we're cynical already sa ating mga senador. Ibig sabihin, wala tayong tiwala that they will follow the law and the evidence. That they will follow their political alliance sa pagboboto nila, hindi ang ebidensya. Is that what you're saying? Is that what we're feeling right now? Na itong mga senador ay hindi maasahan na gawin ang tungkulin nila? According to the
Are you
evidence?
saying na dapat umasa tayo sa Senado na ito? Ang tanong ko.
It depends on how they see the Depends on how they
Yun ang
see
tanong,
the political consequence ng
Yeah.
kanilang magiging boto.
Oh.
So, anong sa tingin mo ang calculus nila ngayon? Meron kang Remulla, ganyan na tapos malapit ng election.
If you're running for re-election,
exactly. So, sa anong laro mo
sige
ngayon?
nga.
if you're one of the 12 senators na possible na mag-re-election, so that would weigh doon sa decision mo. Tapos yung yung numbers din eh. Kasi yung iba, parang kung wala din naman tayong enough numbers, hindi na ako sasama sa inyo.
I'll take the risk pa. Parang I'll put my name out there, tapos wala rin pala mapunta.
Oo.
So, pa-safe na lang iba.
Oo eh. So yung bilang ang importante eh.
I think...
Tapos,
go ahead, sorry.
yun, so yun ang nakikita kong mga factor din. And yung mga tatakbo ng re-election sa coming
Okay, I want to take this approach na lang. For me, I think it's how they see the public respond to this.
Sure.
So, yung sinabi yung political consequence, I think it's how you're talking about the public consequence. So, for example, pag naramdaman ng mga senador that the public outcry for accountability is big, tapos the evidence is so strong na hindi ma-deny na talagang may ginawang mali si Sara Duterte, tapos naramdaman ng mga senador na mismo ang taong bayan want accountability, want justice, want the erring official to para managot dito, they will vote to convict. That's what I'm saying. Na unless maramdaman nila that there's an overwhelming noise and for accountability, hindi sila boboto ng conviction. Pag nakita nila yun, they will.
Wasn't it last year there, 'di ba? The whole anti-cheese anger even on the Supreme Court, 'di ba? Ang daming nag-react. Don't you think we already had that last year and it kind of didn't work?
Well, you don't know if it worked or not kasi cheese was willing to take the brunt of it at that time. Pero now that they saw the political consequence of that, the cheese is
It's out.
not just out of a Senate
in
president.
danger siya talaga.
He won't even, I don't think he'll even try to run again. I don't, tingin ko, nakita na ni
Tapos
Cheese,
na yung career
nakita
niya.
niya, alam niya, hindi ako mananalo.
Tapos ng
I'm a pariah at this point.
Yeah.
Like, everyone, like, he's a plague. Nobody wants to come near him right now. Nobody wants to be politically aligned with Cheese Escudero right now. Even his own wife, I don't think wants to be around him right now. Ganun kalala. So, I think with that, they're thinking, nga, no?
May stigma.
Oo, so pwedeng mag-work pa rin. That's why we talk about this kasi these kind of political pressures work para makakuha tayo ng tamang resulta. Kasi hindi pwedeng, I'm aligned with the Dutertes and Sara might win, so therefore I'm not gonna vote to convict her. Pambihira naman yan. I mean, that's so disappointing. What a lack of integrity.
Ikaw, how do you see? Because there's still gonna be Aimee, Cayetano, Marcoleta. I don't know where's Bato, by the way. But you love that. By the way, nasaan si Bato, di ba?
Where's Bato?
The usual sauce, Robin Hood
Robin.
Padilla, si Bongo, parang medyo alanganin din, di ba? Napag-ingay na naman yan in favor of, di ba? Sara, as usual
Hindi,
suspects.
kakalculate nila yung yung possible fallout na if they vote to acquit or if they vote to convict, may ramifications So computein nila yan. Kung mawawala sa akin ng boto dito sa Davao, sa Mindanao, okay na ba ako doon pag tumakbo ko? Or yung iba siguro hindi natatakbo. O maglo-local na lang so they can vote whatever they like. I'm not sure kung sa mga senador at this point kung gaano pa rin sila naaapektuhan pag nababash sila sa social media. Kung meron pa rin bang mga senador na gano'n na uy, dadami bashers ko dito kung gawin ko to So, siguro
ano bang position ni BBM? Kasi yun din ang mahalaga If Malacanang, last year kasi hindi sila invested. So I heard stories na yung ibang senador hindi nag-support not because they were pro-Sara, is because they felt Malacanang was not invested in it.
Well, to begin with kasi, okay, so if you look at it from a legal perspective, Malacanang should not have an influence
Of course,
kasi.
yeah.
But the reality is far
Ideally,
different.
ideally.
In a real democracy, in a
Ideally,
pure democracy that works, walang say ang Malacanang sa gagawin ng Senate, nor can they apply any kind of pressure.
Checks and balances,
Oo.
separation of powers.
Separation of powers is absolute in this case.
Yeah.
But in reality, it's not. Right? Tulad nga sinabi mo, with Malacanang exerting that pressure of a possibility na may mga makukulong na senador, and they could dangle that stick, but they could also dangle the carrot.
Yun
Na
nga.
pag sinuportahan mo itong impeachment, maybe when we look through the files of the people that are corrupt, baka mawala pangalan mo dyan or makalimutan natin yan. As much as I'm against any form of corruption, these kinds of political
Horse trading, kumbaga.
happens in the behind the scenes. Wala naman tayo alam dyan. Hindi natin alam kung ano yung nangyayari and what happened. So, I let it be. But, having said that, I do believe that there are senators that are weighing that carrot and stick being dangled at them by Malacanang through, as much as independent ng Ombudsman's office, we know that the Ombudsman, of course, will go after them.
Yeah, this ombudsman is different also,
Kasi yun din yung topic natin doon sa unang episode, yung geopolitics, hindi din natin alam kung if makialam yung mga powers na if
Invested.
China wants this or if ganitong bansa wants this, may ganong factor
But
pa.
for me, I think the Chinese are smart Parang they will not just put their all eggs in one very unstable basket. I'm sure they have plan B, C, and matatalinong China. So, absolutely, we have to always go. I think if Sara is really strong,
Then, all
but I
in.
think once,
So baka ang sinasabi mo, hindi lang si Sara ang binibigyan nila ng...
Definitely.
I'm sure they have many
Plan
plan
B,
B,
C,
C, D. Yun na lang.
Ano si Sam, binibigyan ng pera?
No, I don't know about anything. But I'm just saying, like,
Support.
there is smart country who
Moral support.
Moral support? Go! Go! You can do ganun?
They will
So,
meditate for your
So again,
power.
Algorithm.
we're not saying na nakakakuha ng financial support. Pero ang tanong, kayo na lang mag-isip.
Wait,
Anong klase pag
kailangan ba ng financial support yung mga kaibigan natin after all the Mickey Mango and after...
Yeah, you
parang
really-
a part of me also, like, I don't think money is the issue anymore. I mean,
You really believe
I think
that
some of our-
somebody with a lot of money is uncorruptible?
No, it's not a question on
Minsan ano din
It's a question of dependency. Like, Digong did not have the resources when he ran for 2016. So if someone says there was a Manchurian candidate, mas believable ba sa akin? Pero by 2028, medyo alam ko yung yayamanin na yung mga ibang kaibigan natin.
bilyonaryo na yung
Medyo,
mga yan,
oo.
oo, eh.
So I think hindi na masyadong kailangan.
Hindi lang sa financial yung support nung
Algorithm.
machinery ng Diba? They are known na makikialam sa election.
Sa TikTok.
Oo.
Pare, hassle
TikTok.
yun na ang ating local election, pinag-uusapan natin and then we're saying na ganun kalakas ang impluensya ng mga dayuhan. Tulad ng China.
US na nga, Russia Gate, di ba? Europe na nga, ganun. So,
yeah,
I think,
totoo.
let's be fair, I think, because we're open systems, talagang
Hindi.
manipulatable tayo, unfortunately.
Hindi, kung ganun lang for me then let's call a spade a spade. Okay? Let's call a spade a spade. Sa mga nanonood ngayon, ito lang para sa akin. Kung alam mo isang kandidato is pro-China, F them. Huwag mong iboboto yan. Ganun na lang. Kung alam mo isang kandidato pro-China, how dare you vote for somebody like that? Ganun na. Harap-harapan.
Pero ang problema kasi nung 2025, no one did that. Like, did Kiko, Bam, like, they didn't attack anyone on West Philippine Sea
You don't need to attack anyone. What I'm saying is, if
Hindi,
you hear a
hindi malalaman ng
candidate...
tao
if you-
I think you have to call out na eh.
Hindi, it's not the same Like for me, kasi kung may kandidato that's not calling out China, let's say playing it
Pero-
safe, diplomacy tawag ko dyan. Pero if somebody's defending China, tapos tatakbo kang presidente o senator, pero dinedefend mo China, yun ang huwag mo iboto.
The Duterte's hide it kasi sa term na independent foreign
Yeah,
policy.
may mga palusot pa
May
sila.
mga in denial.
Kailangan mo i-call out talaga, bro. Hindi.
Yeah, who are you saying to call out? Are you saying...
Hindi, you're doing
No,
that. Yung
honestly,
Chinador, and ano.
Sana Kiko and Bam called out, I don't know, Bongo or Bato for some of the statements they made on West Philippine. But no one did
wait,
nothing
Kiko did. Kiko was fighting against Marcoleta on this issue.
on the West Philippines.
Yes,
When was
strongly, my God, in the Senate hearing.
No, I'm talking about
In the Senate plenary.
elections.
Before-
2025 election. Yeah, of course now they're doing it. But I'm
Yeah,
saying during
but-
2025, my
but-
disappointment was, aside from Tolentino, na dating Ronald Llamas ni Digong, na biglang naging very pro-West Philippine Sea, no one else made that. Kaya nga siya yung naban sa China, di ba? Si Tolentino.
Yes.
Because siya lang nag-ingay. Talo pa. But my point is, hopefully in these elections, call out mo na. Di ba sa US, Democrats call out pag Trump ganyan,
Right.
o pro-Putin, or I don't think you should be nice about this. Call
No,
it out.
I'm not saying call out or not. I'm saying lang, we should look at those that are more proactively defending China.
Tama ka pa. Ang point namin ni Mark,
Dagdag mo to.
di ba? Kailangan mo i-point. I don't
They
think...
need to say it.
Yeah, because the voters
Kailangan
will
nilang pangalanan.
Yeah, I think
They need
you need to
names
call
kasi
out.
Hindi nila pinapangalanan.
I think kailangan magbardagulan
Out
talaga.
of courtesy eh.
Oh, masyadong
Hindi pwedeng vloggers lang yung nagsasabi
Oh,
ng
hindi
ano.
pwede tayo lang, bro. The candidates have to call out. I mean, call out not in the sense na, uy, pro China ka. Bakit itong sinabi mo sa China, di ba? Ganitong ganon, yung may evidence. Ito ba
May
itong
evidence
position mo?
available.
Yun. I think you should do that. Like the voters should see, parang, wag na lang yan, ganon. Kasi I think if you don't call out, voters will
Call
just...
out who?
The other candidates.
Alleged chinadors.
Alleged
No, because you
proxies.
said the ones that are neutral or not saying anything.
Yeah, they have to call out the other side.
They have to call out the
Oh,
sinong other
if
side?
Bam is running, if
Oh.
Lenny is running,
Oh.
if whatever,
Oh.
Risa won't see a problem. But like with the others, you call out the other side. Kung tingin mo, hindi naman, you don't need to call traidor. Pero sabi mo, napakahina naman ang position mo sa West Philippines. Tama ba yung presidente natin? Yung ginagawa ni Kiko ngayon sa Senate, you have to do that to the next presidential candidate, whether you're running or not. But definitely, if you're running for president, yun ang point namin ni Mark, di ba? You have to spell it out, unfortunately. Like, I don't think pwede umasa. Subtle kasi din yung mga kaibigan natin. Tama rin si Mark, di ba? You have to call it
Courtesy
out.
din eh.
Oo, courtesy din eh. Ay, mga politika na... But sabi ko, there's no room for courtesy pag national interest ang pinag-usapan. And then, kung tingin ng kabila pro-America tuta, o kayo ganun, defend mo. So,
Right. Okay.
Problema, foreign policy will not be an issue because it's not a natural central issue to the voters unless you make it a central na. Kaya nga tingnan mo sa US, yung ibang MAGA na galit kay Trump, ginagawang central issue sa midterm elections, yung war.
Yes.
I don't think it will be because ordinary people will look at gasoline price. So what they do is they connect yung gasoline price nyo, yung cost of living, dahil yan sa kalokohan ng ginawa sa ganitong giyera. You need to connect eh.
Yeah.
So I think our friends around the world are showing that hindi ka pwede umasa for voters to always connect the dots. They have 10 problems to deal with.
And you're right Sa Philippines kasi ang problema din. Kaya nga hindi ko nakikita yung epekto nung pagko-call out when it comes to China sa votability ng isang kandidato because hindi ma-connect ng ordinaryong Pilipino ang pagiging pro-China sa problema natin sa Pilipinas. Paano natin i-connect yun, Richard?
Or ako para sa akin, di ba, storytellers. good politicians are storytellers.
Okay.
Look at Ma'am Dani, the most successful politician siguro of recent years. May kwento siya eh. Kaya ganito yung cost of living, kasi ganito, compromise yung elite natin, kasi hindi nagbabayad ng buwis. You have to have a storytelling. Para yung voters, makita nila, oo nga pala, related lahat yon. Kaysa, etong politiko, ayaw ko siya sa ganito, pero okay, like during Digong, ang dami ko na-meet, nagalit kay Digong sa West Philippine Sea. Pero okay na si Digong kasi matapang siya sa drug war. So they kind of excuse it. And then pangalawa, people don't realize yung issue ng West Philippines ay hindi isang abstract international law issue. Ang pinag-usapan dito yung ating mga inista, energy security, kung sana walang bullying sa West Philippine Sea, edi na-develop na natin lahat ng mga gas and oil. Edi sana mayaman na tayo, parang Malaysian Brunei. Hindi natin magawa kasi binubuli tayo. So storytelling. Iba yung galing sa atin na neutral or independence or journalist or vlogs. Iba yung kandidato ka and you believe the other side doesn't deserve to be a president kung ganito ka-problematic ang position. You have to give a story to the voters because voters have so many problems. They're looking at so many issues. Hindi naman, hindi naman wonk lahat eh. Hindi naman nako-connect ng dots lahat eh. And I don't expect everyone to have time for that. So, trabaho natin, definitely mga people who think they're running for the right cause, to connect the dots and make a story, make a case. It's not story na istorya eh. Hindi bola, base sa evidence. Iko-call out mo, Chinador to. Anong basehan mo para sabihin mo Chinador to? Okay, o nga, bakit yung 9-dash line? O nga, then you can make a story out of that based on evidence, not istorya but real, legit evidence. So that's what I'm saying. Of course, you're correct. We don't disagree with ang akin lang, di ba, Mark, you need to move to the next. I mean, sa tingin mo, I think if you do that, then foreign policy will be important. I don't think it will be number one issue. That'll be always, but it could be top 3 issues. And that could be decisive enough. I don't know, Mark, do you see where I'm coming from? Or masyado akong malayo?
Presentation kailangan mong i-ano din eh. So, hindi siya talaga nasa top issue sa mga botante.
Hindi siya natural top issue.
Anong nasa top issues ngayon when it comes to moving forward to the 2020
Malamang,
elections?
at dito, feeling ko, kung admin ka rin, bugbog sarado ka sa energy cost, yung parating na naman na,
Inflation.
Ganon. Feeling ko medyo ingat ka rin kasi pwede mag-destabilize yung kabila eh, di ba? They can weaponize people anger. So, kung ikaw BBM ngayon, isipin mo, do I want to invest in impeachment or support it, ganun, or be seen as playing politics when everyone is sinisingil ako ngayon, parang sila tulungan dito sa issue ng energy security. So, paano mo balansehin yan? And I think that issue will be important for a year or two to come kasi yan ang i-weaponize nung kabila. Na walang kwenta yung gobyerno, mahinang kung sana mabait tayo sa China, di may libre tayong oil. Yung ganon.
Right.
Alam mo na yan.
Alam mo, yun ang problem ngayon eh, right
Alam
now.
mo
Kasi
na yan.
nakikita mo nga, yung mga destabilizers, pinalalabas sila na kasalanan ng Pilipinas, ng administrasyon na to, yung mataas na crisis, yung mataas na oil, na yung oil crisis natin sa Pilipinas, when in fact talaga wala tayong say dito. We are literally collateral damage dito sa oil crisis. Kahit na anong gawin natin, there's nothing we can do. This is an international problem. Pero ang bilis gamitin na naratibo yan na kasalanan ng administrasyon because hindi sila marunong mag-manage ng foreign relations, diplomacy, blah, blah, blah. Kahit na anong diplomacy gawin mo, prices are going up because not for our own doing, because the US and Iran are at war with Israel right now, kasama doon, and Iran decided to take hostage global trade. And that's it. Ganun
Buti
lang
nga
kasimple.
I mean, kasi 1/3 ng seafarers natin ay di ba? Pilipino. So yung mga tankers na dumaan. I mean, thank God walang nangyaring untowardly na tuloy-tuloy ganun. Although of course nakikiramay tayo sa lahat ng mga kababayan natin at saka yung mga civilians sa biktima dito sa giyera na ito. But I could have imagined the destabilizers would have used that. Hindi, kasi kung sana hindi tayo pro-US, hindi tayo tatargetin ng Iran. Thank God hindi tayo umabot dyan. Matalino yung DFA, nakausap lahat eh.
Yes.
Pero if God forbid, he went to a situation na kung saan apektado lahat ng I'm sure sisisihin tayo. Kasi EDCA kayo ng EDCA, pro-US kayo. Kasi remember, dun sa Strait of Hormuz, sa pagkalam ko, may categories yan eh. Hostile, non-hostile, friendly. Kasi parang pag friendly ka, wala nang dadaan ka na walang toll fee. Parang may QR code yata eh. Research yan kung you don't wanna believe me. So actually, we talked to Tehran. We said them, put us in the non-hostile category if not friendly. Ibig sabihin, walang toll fee, free ang passage. So ganon. I mean, of course, wala tayong tankers. But if Saudi oil tanker is supposed to come to Manila, hayan mo na dumaan yan. Wala nang toll fee yan. So, I'm worried na yan ang gagamit. Thank God, walang nangyari at ceasefire tayo nga. At mukhang may chance naman we can get something out of this. So, But yun nga, nakaabang ako, nagagamitin na naman nila yan. Kung hindi tayo pro-US sana, hindi tayo tatargetin.
Pero
diba?
medyo mahirap yung argument na yun, Richard, na kahit friendly tayo, let's say, with Iran, di ba? Saudi is a mortal enemy of Iran. And
Pero
if we're
now,
using-
but Saudi now is help the diplomacy. Kasi matalinong Saudi Arabia. In fact,
Saudi or Pakistan? Pakistan is
no,
the one who...
Pakistan is hosting it, but Saudi, Turkey, Egypt, all the major...
all-
yes.
they're all in
I don't
one.
want to go into the Saudi Emirates rivalry and all. May subtext din yan. Yung UAE, yung very against. But in fairness to Saudi Arabia, matalino yung leadership nila na the more this war goes, the more our infrastructure... ang daming plano si MBS, di ba?
Oo.
Ang dami niyang plano nakakancel ngayon.
So, tingin mo na
Enlightened sila, long term sila mag-isip. Na
Pero,
kahit galit kami dito, the more this war goes, yari kami lahat.
Tingin mo ba kaya nila ma-influensya to si Trump more than napunta tuloy tayo sa usapan ng no?
Bumalik tayo sa
Bumalik
first
tayo.
episode.
Ganun kalaki yung epekto
Malaki
nitong
talaga.
gerang to
Yeah.
on our country na
Kaya nga foreign policy matters. So you have to tell the story, di ba?
Yes.
Di ba? Tingnan mo ngayon, biglang may pakiang tao sa Strait of Hormuz, sa geopolitics. Dahil alam natin na apektado tayo. Lalo na yung West Philippine Sea. God forbid may gera, apektado tayo. God forbid, bubulin tayo dyan, lalo natin hindi ma-access yung mga ating mga isda, mga resources natin dyan. So, that's the storytelling. You have to make people care.
Yeah.
Because affected actually tayo eh.
Yes.
Hindi ito abstract illegal issue or
Yeah.
political issue. It's something close to our hearts. Or God forbid, kung may giyera sa Taiwan, apektado din tayo. So, all I'm saying is, trabaho yan ng responsible statesmen to make foreign policy one of the major issues because it really affects our country and national interest. And I don't think mawawala itong oil crisis and energy crisis for the foreseeable future kasi yung
Yeah.
damage ngayon, long term yan. Parang
Yeah, yeah.
COVID yun long
Yep.
COVID yun eh. So, I think this will be still an issue next year. And I won't be surprised. Yung isang kandidato sabi niya, magpakabait na tayo sa China and all para wala nang gulo. I'm sure there'll be that line.
Somebody's gonna use that.
That some
Yeah.
candidate is gonna use that. I don't know if that candidate para sa bayan, para sa bayad, para sa ano. But I'm sure it will be a talking point.
Alam mo, para sa akin, the best candidate is the one kung saan they will have a very strong stance with China, protecting Philippine interest, but at the same time, willing to talk. Pero syempre, dapat kailangan protektahan mo yung atin.
Yeah.
Yun din eh. You can tell China, hey, listen, and they will respect you more. By the way, bullies.
Vietnam are like that.
Yeah, look at Vietnam.
Yeah.
Who's a communist country? Who told China, F you on this, but will still trade.
Huge trade, yeah.
And China still does trade with them. A lot of business with them. Oh, kaya eh. Alam din ng Chinese yun eh. They're not stupid.
Yeah.
The Chinese, pag tinignan mo how they do political policy, it's still how much can I extract in terms of business,
Yeah.
money. Bottom line, it's all about the money. So, listen, if we're gonna lose out on this, we're willing to give up on some. Pakita mo lang na meron kang backbone. Ang problema natin with the former admin's time, walang backbone eh. Kinain tayo ng buhay eh. Like, we were exploited.
Or baka walang incentive to have a backbone. Because
Ayun.
he has an incentive
Ayun
to
na
have a
nga.
front bone. Ay, wait,
Yeah.
front. But I think we can close there because the next episode we want to talk about who are the candidates potentially
Yeah.
for the presidency. Andiyan na tayo, di ba? Pinag-usapan na
Yes.
natin. Baka gusto rin natin ipasok si Lovely kasi I don't know kung bumalik yung Facebook na. Lahat yata kami na target ng mass report eh. So all of us are half out, half in, or completely down. So pag-usapan natin sa next episode, guys. And of course, pag-usapan din natin yung plano natin na later this year. Sana tayo rin mag-tour tayo. Hindi naman kami politiko, pero gusto rin natin makipag-engage directly
Yeah.
doon sa ating mga kababayan, kaibigan, to also inform us about the country beyond this whole Metro Manila, whatever bubble we all live in, di ba? Kasi there's so much more to our politics that yung mga nangyari dito sa Pilipinas lang. So maraming salamat and catch you on our next episode.